I'm out here on trail, guys, and I forgot my water. I guess I'm gonna have to drink this old nasty creek water right here at Myron and Helen Gibbons Nature Preserve, so that this way I can do my trail hike today. Lord Father God, I just pray that you come upon me today and bless this video, Father, and I just pray that as I do the review on this bottle, Lord, and I dip this bottle down into this creek and I filter this water, Lord, I just pray that you bless this bottle, Lord, and you allow it to do the things that it's designed to do, Father. I just ask that you lay hands on this bottle and keep me safe out here as I do this for my Florida Cracker channel, Lord. In your name I pray. Amen. Happy Heavenly Mother's Day, Mom. I miss you. It's been 17 years since I've heard your beautiful voice. I know you're there. Just be with me today, guide me, keep your hands on me, you and the good Lord up above, and just keep me safe out here on this trail today as we venture into what this Grayl is all about, Mom. I give thanks to you for giving me life on this beautiful day as it is my birthday. Yes, guys, it is your boy Florida Cracker's birthday today. So let's go out here and dive into this Grayl, guys. We're almost here. We're out on trail. As you can see, we're gonna walk in here and we're gonna dive into this Grayl, guys. This was given to me from my wife for my birthday, and I wanted to bring you guys along and let you guys see. So I have been drinking my water bottles out of this thing just because I want to get used to using it. But today is going to be the first day, guys, that we're going to use this thing for what it's intended for. Let's get back here. I am so excited. I got to spend this morning with my two kids, Brooklyn and JJ. You've seen them in past videos. They haven't been on in a while, but that's okay. We're going to get them back on this channel real soon. They're going to come along and do some hiking with me here pretty soon, probably. Or at least I'm going to hope they do. But I got to spend the morning with them eating breakfast and having a birthday breakfast with them. So now we're out here on trail with you guys. So let's do this. Now, ideally, I would like it to flow a little bit better from there. But with this new little bottle that we got here, guys, it doesn't really matter if the water's flowing or not, because this guy is going to be a game changer on this channel from here on out. I'm going to get this camera set up. We're going to dive into this thing. I'm going to filter this water right here into this Grayl right here, guys. Right here on this channel for you. Let's do it. I'm going to get this camera set up so that you can see the creek, see what I'm doing. And we're going to dive into this thing. Without further ado, guys, here is the Grayl GeoPress. All right, guys, so what I want to do here is I'm going to take this apart. And I'm gonna fill this cup to that line right there. Hopefully you can see that. But I'm gonna fill the cup to that line in this creek right now. Dumped a little too much out there. All right, so we're not right to the line, but you're gonna get the point here. So I'm gonna find a flat surface to set this so it doesn't spill. Okay? And what you want to do is you want to vent this cap, okay? And you're just going to press it on here, and you're going to press down. It takes about 8 seconds for this, guys. And what it's doing is it's filtering that water inside this inner bottle. And we're down. All right. First time out of this creek. I'm nervous as hell for this, guys. Ready? Let's do it. Guys, that's just like drinking Zephyr Hills bottled water. Right here. I did it out of this creek, guys. Now let's get into the stats of this thing and what it's all about. All right, so we got our water. And man, it's not cold because it's hotter than Hades out here. But that's some good filtered drinking water right there, guys. Let's dive into this thing. I got the notebook here. This is the Cracker Crew notes. So this thing works like a French press coffee maker more than a regular filtered bottle. All right. So you scoop the dirty water in the outer cup like I showed you guys, right? And then, you know, the inner shell, you press that inner shell into it, and it takes about 8 seconds for it, you know, give or take, you know, depending on the sediments and stuff like that. And we'll dive into all of that. So, but let me get into these notes, guys, and we're going to get into what this thing's all about and what it covers and why I'm not exactly hesitant on using this thing. And the more that we use it, the more we'll get relaxed with it, and the more studying we're going to do with it. But let's dive into what Grayl says this thing is capable of doing. The capacity of this guy right here is literally 24 ounces. Okay, so that equates to 710 milliliters for all you milliliter people out there. The purification speed on this, guys, so it purifies 24 ounces in about 8 seconds, right? And, you know, of course, that's depending on the sediment, and we'll dive into all of that, guys. But this thing will purify 24 ounces in about 8 seconds. So if you guys regularly do this, it'll do 5 liters per minute if you kept going with this thing, guys. Think about that. That's 5 liters of water. What? In a minute? I mean, how else are you going to get 5 liters of water in a minute if you're not packing it in with you? You know what I mean? So this is going to save weight, guys. And the weight of this thing is only 15.9 ounces. Okay? That's 450 grams for you ultralight backpackers out there. It's not ultralight, so get that out of your head. If you want ultralight, you're going to have to dive into more expensive Grayls, and they have them, trust me. It's called the titanium, and it is like $250. We'll get into the price value of this one as we go along. Let's get into some dimensions of it. So it's from the top of the cap to the bottom of the base, it's 10.4 inches, okay? And it's got a base width of 3.4 inches. So it sits flat. It sits flat in most of your pack holders, which it does on my pack just fine. It fits in the cup holder of blue just fine. So, you know, so we know how tall it is. We know what it weighs. Let's dive into what this thing actually does, guys. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of the Grayl. All right. So this Grayl right here, it removes, okay? And this was the selling point for me. All right. This is what separates the GeoPress from stuff like your Sawyer pouches, your filtration bag pouches, and things like the Life Straw, which now, mind you, I still carry a Life Straw for redundancy, okay? But what this guy does, okay, is it kills waterborne pathogens, and this is what it is. 99.99% of viruses, this thing covers it. 99.9999% of bacteria, this thing covers it. 99.9%, and here is where it gets interesting. 99.9% of protozoa, cysts like Giardia, Cryptosporidium. I don't know what those are, guys, but I don't want them. But this is going to filter that out of my water. So that means viruses, check. Bacteria, check. Protozoa and parasites, get the hell out of here. Not anymore with the Grayl. So most backpack filters don't handle viruses, guys. So like your Sawyers and things like that, they're going to filter bacteria and things like that. But it's not going to kill everything. So with those, it's still probably best to boil your water and do a 2-part method with those. And even with this, guys, to even cover your ass even more, use boiling water. But it does state that you cannot put boiling water in this. Okay, so you got to let that cool before you press it through this. So remember that. That is one key factor. You'll kill this GeoPress real quick. But this thing also filters sediment and silt, microplastics, many chemicals. We already talked about, you know, protozoas, viruses, things like that. Pesticides. So, guys, essentially I could get water right out of a running freaking ditch if I needed to while I'm out and about with this thing, okay? Kills heavy metals. It takes that out. Funky taste. Guys, I told you, this thing has no taste. It tastes just like filtered spring water from Zephyr Hills or one of them other big bottling companies. Odor from bad water, it'll eliminate that as well. So, I mean, with that alone, guys, I already feel really good about the Grayl. But there's more. It's like an infomercial, but there's more. So let's talk about the filter, which is that orange thing that sits down here. And I can't pull it out while it's got water in it because there's a one-way valve that sits in there that allows the water to come up but doesn't allow it to go back through. And when you try to press it, guys, the suction on this thing, let me just tell you, better than a Hoover vacuum. But let's talk about the filter, the cartridge, the filter cartridge. I can't talk, y'all. I'm so excited about this thing that, you know, I get jumbled up for words. But anyways, this thing is rated for 350 of those presses, guys. Think about that. That was one press. 350. So I got 349 more of them things to go. Not to mention, I can dump a regular water bottle in this thing and rock out for the day. It's 24 ounces, so a 16.9 ounce water bottle. Oh! And one thing that I don't mention in this, but I'm going to mention it now because I thought about it. You guys can mix your hydration packets and stuff like that in this as well. So thumbs up to that. Anyways, let's get back to what this thing does. So 350 presses. What that equates to is 65 gallons of water pressed through this thing, guys. That's 250 liters of water. Grayl says when pressing starts taking around 25 seconds or after 3 years, from the first time. So from 3 years from today, so today is May 10th, 2026, Mother's Day, my birthday. So from 3 years from now, so I'm 43. So at 46, I have to change the filter in this if I don't use 350 presses before then. So they say that. And then, so each cartridge is around $30 replacement. So I have to spend $30 every 3 years or every 350 presses to keep this bad boy going. So, yeah, I mean, this bottle will be tested right here on this channel, guys. You're going to see this bottle a lot now. This is going to become our new, so we had that stainless steel outdoor red cup that we used all the time, but this is going to replace that, guys, because this thing's going to be a game changer. We're going to see if this thing will, you know, stand the test of time and what it's going to do, guys. But this thing's going to come in handy for just day-to-day water, hurricanes, survival videos, if we're out and about and it just needs water. All right, so we got the Grayl loaded up in the backpack. We're gonna hit Myron and Helen Gibbons Nature Preserve with our creek water. We're gonna hit the trail, guys. So hope everybody out there that is a mother has a happy Mother's Day, and hope you're enjoying your day. Comment below and let me know if you're a mom. Let me know what you got for Mother's Day. Just share some love, guys. Comment below. Let's get these videos active. Let's go, let's go. So guys, one thing that you know about us here in Florida is every year we have to deal with these ugly, pesty little things called hurricanes. And yes, this is my day hike pack, but guys, a lot of the gear that's in this day hike pack will also come in handy in need of a hurricane or something like that, because it's things that I can survive with, like, you know, my 13-inch machete from Camulus that we're going to be testing out on the channel. That Grayl is going to come in wonderfully handy. But guys, what I'm getting at is come back next week and watch the video on what your boy Florida Cracker keeps in his blackout kit and what I do to prepare for these nasty little hurricanes every year. So that's what this is about. So just come back and check that video out next week if you guys are interested in what I prep for the hurricanes, or maybe give you guys some tips and tricks and ideas that you didn't think of to put in your hurricane kits or your storm kit, whatever you may be calling it.
come back and check that video out.
All right, Cracker Crew. So I know I didn't film much of the trail walk. That trail was more for me today, with it being Mother's Day and my birthday. I had to get a little bit of love with Mom, know what I mean? But guys, I am so stoked about this freaking Grayl. I mean, I think it's going to be a game changer for me. You know, like I talked about it, you know, going through the stats and everything, not only is this thing going to work for day-to-day hurricanes, storms, whatever life throws at you, you got it right there in whatever pack. And it can go from pack to pack to pack, truck to house to whatever. The possibilities are endless, guys. So I'm stoked about that. I thank my wife for that birthday present. Guys, that's going to wrap this week's video up. Did you catch that little Easter egg that I threw in here? I mean, it's not really an Easter egg. It was like a 2-minute long freaking shout out. We're going to get into some hurricane prep next week, guys, as we're rolling into hurricane season in less than a month. It's June. When June 1st rolls around, it's going to be kickoff. Let's do it. So stay tuned for that video, guys. But remember, out here, the wild don't care, but the prepared will survive. I'll see you on the next.